And, Mr. Secretary, sometimes a handshake is just a handshake, but when the leader of the free world shakes the bloody hand of a ruthless dictator like Raul Castro, it becomes a propaganda coup for the tyrant. Raul Castro uses that hand to sign the orders to repress and jail democracy advocates. In fact, right now, as we speak, Cuban opposition leaders are being detained and they're being beaten while trying to commemorate today, which is International Human Rights Day. They will feel disheartened when they see these photos. Could you please tell the Cuban people living under that repressive regime that a handshake notwithstanding, the U.S. policy toward the cruel and sadistic Cuban dictatorship has not weakened? Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Madam Chairman. Let me begin, first of all, by making it clear my staff gave me slipped me a piece of paper that informs me that on September 6th, the Treasury Department, I see Congressman Engel's not here, but the Treasury Department identified a network of 6 individuals and 4 businesses subject to the Iran Sanctions Act, and they did sanction them. So Treasury has done at least one instance of the sanctioning since then. With respect to your opening comment, Madam Chairwoman, regarding the death knell of the sanctions, we just have to respectfully disagree, and in 6 months, the world will know whether you're right or I'm right, or whether you're wrong or I'm wrong. And we're going to know. I don't agree with you. I do not believe it is the death knell of the sanctions, because all of our partners are united, and we have enormous tools at our disposal. We are the ones who control access to the financial system of the United States, which is, sine qua non for almost any financial transaction in the world. We have huge ability, leverage, and to have an impact on people. And as I said to you earlier, we are going to be all over this. So I have great confidence in our ability to go forward. Moreover, most companies know that the sanctions are still in place and that we're going to be doing this. The visibility that has been given creates great uncertainty for them. Very few companies are going to go out and try and actually cut a contract with Iran if they think in 5 months or 4 months that contract is going to be null and void because the sanctions are going to be ratcheted up or you might be at war. Just not going to happen. Common sense tells you that. They want more certainty before they sign any long-term contracts. And those are long-term contracts, oil contracts and such.
If you could answer the Ashraf and the Cuba question.
Beg your pardon?
If you could answer the Ashraf and the Cuba question. The
question on Ashraf was where are they?
Iran or Iraq?
Well, they're in Iraq.
They're in Iraq?
The people.
The 7 hostages taken from Camp Ashraf. We have not known where they are.
I can talk to you about that in classified session.
And on the issue of Cuba and the U.S. policy?
On the issue of Cuba, ladies and gentlemen, today is about honoring Nelson Mandela. And the President's at an international funeral with leaders from all over the world. He didn't choose who's there. They're there to honor Mandela. And we appreciate that people from all over the world and from all different beliefs and walks of life who appreciated Nelson Mandela and or were friends of his came to honor him. And I think, as the President said, I urge you to go read his speech, or if you didn't see it or haven't read it, because the President said in his speech today, honoring Nelson Mandela, said, we urge leaders to honor Mandela's struggle for freedom by upholding the basic human rights of their people.
And would you say Raul Castro is upholding the basic human rights?
No, absolutely not. And
thank you, sir.
My